happy Wednesday. I have 2 games running at the moment. Test 1, this is the Mind Flayers, Ryloth. Basically, it's an undersea or ocean faction. So most of the unit, or maybe not most, but at least half the units are stuck in the water, but some of them are amphibians, so they can go up on land and stuff, although we haven't really done that yet in that particular playthrough. That's not what we're streaming today, though. That's my personal game that I'm goofing around with just to learn the game a little bit more in detail, apart from what we started on Thursday. That's why it's Twitch01. And this is Gimpy the Dracolich, ruler of Ermor. Is it Ermor? Ermor. Basically, undead. Where is Gimpy anyway? I think we're down here. There we are. So this is Gimpy. Gimpy the Dark Lord, the Dracolich. So, to explain that, is when I was creating the game, I goofed up. And I originally meant to play just a Lich. And unfortunately, I was also looking at the Dracolich at the same time as Bones. I was looking at one, looking at the other type deal, and I forgot to put it back on the Lich when I actually created the game. So, is it a big deal? No, because the Dracolich actually transforms into a Lich. So it's not a big deal. And the Dracolich is actually pretty strong, so it's okay. He has a nice little plague breath weapon, which is doesn't affect enemy area of effect. It's a beam. It's range, fatigue cost. This weapon is sometimes used in melee. Area effect. It creates fear. It's a fear breath. It doesn't actually do damage. It just causes fear. Right? Because that's why it says special. Dracolich undead in disguise. Well, Dracoliches are undead technically. Welcome back, Ring. They are technically undead. They're undead dragons. But in this case, they also transform into a Lich. And I think I was trying to remember the way dragons work in general in this game is you can have them flying around as dragons during combat and stuff, but they all transform back into a human form too, or a humanoid form, in this case, Lich. And I think that's because when they're dragons, they can't use their magic as much, right? Because, it's just the way it's set up. And so that's why they run around in human form. So that way they can cast spells. Because otherwise, the points you put into their magic, in this case, death magic, it's more effective when they're running around as a Lich. Hey, Fenny, welcome back. Name something, Fenny. I'll let you choose. You were supposed to do this on Thursday, but you didn't stick around. So, anyway. So that's Gimpy. And again, one of the little buttons over here and stuff. Oh, he's training. That's what he's doing. So what we're going to do is we're going to change his shape. So he's actually going to run around as a Lich now. See how this goes. So Gimpy the Dark Lord, the Master Lich. So that's why his actual title, his name is actually Gimpy the Dark Lord, because I forgot that they put the titles at the end of them. So you don't actually have to do that. You can, but you don't have to. And Purple Haze, thank you for the follow. And again, welcome to the stream. Sorry, my nose is itching. Oh, and I missed a couple of things. Cactor's asking the important things like, hey, Veronica, who is the coolest viewer?
Who is the coolest viewer? Let me think about that. Is Jeff cool? He rides an effing buffalo. It doesn't get cooler than that.
Aw, too bad Jeff wasn't here to hear that. Anyway, so there's Gimpy, the Master Lich. That's all his stuff he gets as a Lich. So again, death magic. Just he can help with research if he wants. He can actually, he's invulnerable in combat. Blah, blah, blah. So all the stuff, lots of stats on these units. But anyway, so that's Gimpy. And again, this is a undead, and what that means is, so this is our capital. Let's see, this guy is casting a spell, revive, Bane. I'm guessing, I think he's doing the cast a ritual spell. Revive. Bane. I think he's reviving a Bane. Bane are... Revives a Bane. Sure, the Bane is armed with a Bane blade. Banes are the generals of the underworld and are able to lead large... So we're recruiting an undead general is really what we're doing. What that guy's doing. This guy's reanimating warriors. Dead warriors. And that one's doing research. So as far as dead warriors go. So next turn, there's going to be some more units here at the top. Those are the ones that are getting revived or, risen from the dead. These are undead armies with the generals leading their stuff. Let's see, each one. Well, these are spellcast. These units are only really here to defend our capital. As you can see, the blast line there. We've got a lot of. These are all like zombies. They call them soulless. There's some undead Velites in there, which we should probably move up to here, to his army. Gotta find them though. Gotta find them. So that's long dead. So those are. See, the thing is, there's different types of units in this game. There's things that have minds, and there's some are mindless. In this case of the undead goat, the zombies are all mindless. And a lot of the skeletons, the long deads, are mindless as well. And they don't play well with undead that have minds in them, like a ghoul or somebody like that. So, yeah. You need mass priests to raise dead. Hey, welcome back, Grim. Well, you don't need masked priests, but you can. I mean, it doesn't help. So that's why we have this one. He's reanimating warriors. That's his choices there, his things to do. So you put them, there we go. So you put them all back up there so you can get a better idea what's in this area. Somewhat. So these are the Principes. Velites. More priests, more dead. Yes. That's how it works. It does stack. You can have multiple commanders doing the same type of job. Like you can create multiple magic items if they're able to do that. You can, in this case, raising more dead. You have more priests doing that. You can cast multiple spells at once, and that can do summons as well if you have, again, the right characters or commanders to do that. So you can do that. It's not that difficult. Okay, so these guys are just regular soulless. They don't have any gear. These are long dead. Really should split them up or create more leaders. Although we do have leaders going, or will. Hey, you're supposed to be up there. So you have to find them this way. So these are all skeletons of different. They're all long dead, right? They're all basically the same unit. I think the only difference is the gear. Like that has a broadsword. Has a broadsword, armor, and shield. Same deal. Oh, it's a different type of shield, I think. Maybe it is. I don't know. But they have slightly different gear, so they're not all the same unit. Like those are all the same units. When you double click on them, it selects all the same ones. In this case, see, these ones have an iron cap. They're basically all the same type, though. Hey, Calvac, welcome back. Be Wednesday. So I'm just trying to, select them out a little bit better. Anyway, so we have a general coming in. Oops, that is not what I meant to do. It's okay. We'll fix it later. And again, we have different types of undead, like these guys that are whites. Whites are not brainless, so they have to be in their own little. They have to be separated from the brainless. The skeletons, zombies, brainless. Cavalry is. This is cavalry. Knights, blah blah blah. Undead. Oh, sorry, not brainless, mindless. But these guys are mindless. What does that actually mean? Unaffected by some spells such as Charm and Mind Burn. So, in this case, that doesn't really mean that much. Now, there's different types of mindless, though. That the zombies, for example. These are special mindless. In that you can't actually give them orders. Everybody else, we give them, hold and fire closest, attack the closest, you know, attack the rear, that kind of stuff. The zombies don't get an order. They just do zombies. They just attack this closest thing they can get to. Skeletons, they get an order. And we generally do hold in attacks to allow our spellcasters to cast their spells. Let them do their thing. And we're looking down here. A wailing lady from Ermor. These are basically Banshee for all intents and purposes. And basically what they do is they wail. They have to get up close to do it, but it causes fear. For some reason, I have to get the LEN. That's length. That's the way or the range of their attack. That's 5. So they got to get pretty close in order for that to work. But they can. Their spirit forms are kind of stealthy, so they can sneak around. They do fear. A higher level value results in a fear that is hard to resist in the larger area effect. So that's what they do. Lictors, these are just basically heavy infantry type guys. But anyway, that's one of the armies. What are they doing here? So reviving, researching, reanimating, so that works there. Over here, we just have a lot of... Oh, this is a territory. We've recruited regular humans. They're the garrison. These are the units that are getting created here. So skeletons, they go down here. Oh, wait a minute, he's full. That's right, he's over here on the right-hand side, the 100 of 100. That's how many units he can lead. The 050, this is regular units, as in he could lead these humans, which probably should. And then this number, the 100, is undead or magical creatures. And then 2 of 2, this represents how many, I guess, divisions? I don't know what the proper word here is in the game, but basically split your army up into 2 groups. And that number represents how many you can have without suffering a penalty to morale. Undead really don't care about morale, but the living might if they were actually, you know, in a group. But they're not. So anyway, so he's commanding undead cavalry and then a bunch of zombies and skeletons there. These skeletons can't go down here. Oh, again, he's full. And what's he doing here? He is currently just patrolling this particular spot. We didn't really look at the map. So the yellow outline, that's the extent of our dominion. So dominion is important because it basically affects how much those particular provinces like you or worship you, basically. You know, being undead. And then where you see the purple flags, those are the ones provinces we actually control because we, you know, invaded. So you have that. And when you see little figures here, this doesn't mean armies. This is just represents, well, in this case it does, but wow, how many armies do we have on around here? Here's a better example. So, see little figurines, no actual armies here, but there are units here. Like these are zombies and ghouls that are just coming up out of the ground all by themselves. You don't have to do anything about it. It just happens. And little symbols there represent what's actually in that particular province. In this case, Academy of War, which gives you combat training for XP every turn if you're doing that. Which Gimpy is currently defending. Gimpy was... Ooh, Bloodhound was this. Oh, yeah, we don't do blood magic, so we don't care about that. Construct a building. How much money do we have? We have 400 gold, so we can't do anything there. So anyway, building a palisades. Oh, that's like a fort. Reanimating stuff there. I don't think Gimpy can reanimate. Build a building. Change the shape. Can't really do anything here because we don't have any constructible. We haven't built any buildings here, but we will. That's why we're building palisades again. That's like a castle or a fort of some kind. And once we have a little bit more money, we'll build a temple and a laboratory there too. Or we could just walk around and conquer while we're waiting. While that palisade's going. Which you could. So Building palisades, reanimating. That's not a big deal. We have tons of undead. So Gimpy's leading those guys and these. So we could just wander around and conquer these areas down here while the palisades usually take about 5 to 6 turns to get built. So I don't know how far we're into it, but what we'll do is we'll take him out of the group and have Gimpy and friends go beat up on this stuff. So what do we know about these 3 provinces? This one's got 50 enemy units. Wolf tribe archers and wolf tribe warriors. 50 units, heavy infantry, heavy cavalry, and militia archers and light infantry. 50 units there too. So let's go after you guys first. So we'll just move as a group down there. And over here, he's just patrolling around. He's probably full. Yeah, he's full at 100. So he's got his zombies and ghouls going on, plus some extra in the garrison. Again, because of our dominion, and the whole thing is because we're undead, they are just automatically raising the dead in certain provinces that we control. As long as we have a little dominion, 2 little candles there that affects that shows you how strong it is, and then the death stuff affects productivity and that whatever. But who cares about productivity when you're just raising everybody from the dead anyway? Now, what I don't know is this book. I don't know what that means. There's nowhere else. So I don't... Oh, is there an event of some kind? Is that what that means? Maybe? I don't really know what it means. Oh, these guys are on their way over to there. They're just walking around conquering stuff here. So you got all kinds of room. These guys are a little bit more experienced as leaders, so they're, Plague Soul. Oh, he's a censor. He's a censor too. So they're a little bit more experienced than the Mound Kings. AT5, welcome back. Breakfast time. I already had breakfast. Anyway, zombies. Pillaging and patrolling. Unrest is at 15 in this area. Again, right-hand side. Let's go over here, see what they have. 50 enemy units, slingers, heavy infantry, and elephant riders. Oh, that might be a little messier. But we have a little over 200, so it'll be fine. No? Oh, we can't cross there because there's a river. No, is that a river? Or is that just a border? So we can't cross the water. Aw. Why can't we cross the water? You're undead. Chill. Why can't they cross the water? Oh, Fanny, by the way, if you see anybody you want to have somebody named after you, just speak up. You can basically be anyone except, Gimpy. So, melee guy, spellcaster, melee. People sitting back in our capital. Priest of some kind. No, sorry, a caster. Mage. Mage doing research and reanimating. That's a priest. Because it's a sea border. I see that now. I understand that there's water there stopping us, that little sliver. One of the spellcasters. I think Sidsheko is one of our more experienced ones, yeah. How about this one? You have a heroic ability. Legendary Commander of the Undead. This hero has an extraordinary ability to command the command undead beings. So what does that mean? It means you get to lead a lot of them, I think. Prophet cannot be... Why can't you be renamed? It's because you're moving? Is a famous person and can't be renamed. Famous people cannot be renamed. Well, that's kind of sucks. Fenny the Lich. Currently, we don't have any other Liches. So you can be Pus Wound, who's a priest. This is a spellcaster, the Dusk Elder. He does fire magic, astral mage, and of course death. Hey, that's the way they came. And this is a spellcaster too. The Forgotten King. Do you want to be a Forgotten King or a Dusk Elder? Because he's a spellcaster and a priest. We'll make you a spellcaster and a priest. Yes, you can do that in this game. You have a combination of the two. Basically, you take your priest and you basically make it so they can use magic. Dusk Elder. Well, do you want to be the other? Do you want to be the priest and spellcaster, or just a spellcaster? Oh, he's got spirit form, ethereal, and it's harder to kill. Okay, Dusk Elder it is. Just the spell. Well, technically, priests are spellcasters too, but Fenny. Let's see what this does to your name. Fenny the Dusk Elder. We can live with that. Oh, look, you have a life drain attack. Got to be right on top of them to use it, but works. Now we should see if we can get you a little army to lead. Fortunately, you can only lead one group of stuff. But you can lead up to 200 undead troops. It's a lot. Comfortably living in the capital. Yes, but we can send you out and do other stuff. We can actually send you out and kill, stuff. So other stuff. So you can do research. You can cast a ritual spell, which these are basically conjuration spells. You can summon. These are other leaders for the most part. Black Servant, that's a regular combat unit. Wailing Lady, same thing. Shades. It's a better melee unit. Dark Knowledge versus real knowledge of sights. Oh, that's just to see what's in other places from way away. Revive Whites and Bane. Bane, of course, is the undead leader. And Reanimation. Chance of 10 well-prepared corpses and gives them false life. Skeletons are undead and will fall apart if left on the battlefield without undead leadership. This will summon 10 skeletons. This will do 10 plus, depending on how good you are casting. And as I was saying before, oh, sorry, then you have Distill Gold. What's this? Distills gold from minerals. The process was time-consuming and requires the alchemist to use fire gems. We don't have any fire gems. How do we make fire gems? And reanimation. That's what we're just looking at. So how do we get fire gems? If we get fire gems, we can make gold. But anyway, I was thinking, so this. So that was casting a spell. Forge magic items. We can't make a whole bunch yet, but this one's a fire sword, enchanted sword, or enchanted spear. Of course, we need fire gems that we don't have. This is enchanted fire magic. The offensive skills of the wielder are enhanced. Great sword, just an enchanted pike. Can't make any bows. Can make a enchanted shield. Enchanted helmet. Ring mail. Can't make any boots. Some trinkets. A ring of fire. Rabbit foot charm. Skull talisman. These are the only ones we can really make as far as this goes. Pendant of courage. Why? Because we had the actual materials to make these. Which is basically, what does it do? Oh, it allows you to command more undead. If you were a novice enchanter, in addition, one skeleton will guard the wearer of the talisman at all times. We can make one of those for Fenny, so he feels better. And let's see, that's Bardians and stuff. So I'll have you make one of these, because they're fairly cheap. Yeah, 5 death gems. So have Fenny make one of those. And for himself, even. Okay, so that. Just patrolling. Patrolling, pillaging. Oh, unrest is 81 here. Should probably stop pillaging. So patrol, get rid of this unrest. Oh, look at all the corpses there that can join us eventually. Corpses basically are the ones that come back as zombies. Okay. Questions? We need more money. 3 commanders aren't doing anything. Oops, not there. Patrol, defend. Oh, these two. So yeah, we can't cross the water. So we'll have you guys. There's 90 there. I can join up with Gimpy's army. Having a couple hundred more. Right? Yeah, 200 more. So I'll have you guys join up with Gimpy down here. Go there first. And we didn't check our messages. Oh, look, we had a fight. So there was a battle in Delpharos. Just to show you how combat. So combat in here is not turn-based. It's real-time, no control, basically. It's all happens based on where you put your troops and what orders you give them against what you're, going up against. So again, this is just all automated. Not super no super graphics or anything like that, but that's fine. Yeah, it's an auto battler basically. But there is a battle log. We'll do standard. You guys are moving too slow up there. I don't know where this fight is taking place. Anyway, so this is the zombie horde on the left. Oh, that's what is going on. So the zombies go just charge in, right? Everybody else just waits a turn. And that way they can, be a little bit more surprising. And his spellcaster out there is zapping our zombies with holy light, basically. And these aren't archers, these are javelins. That's why they're so close for the most part. But most of our skeletons that have the Roman names, the long deads, have javelins typically, along with melee weapons. And these are ghouls. Yeah, ghouls. Ghouls, these guys I think are meant to go after him. What about the short deads? Well, they've got no reason to live. Again. So these guys don't realize they've lost yet. Now they do. And the ghouls are behind them, so yeah, like I said, lots of new troops from these guys. And ghouls are nice because they have the poison claws, so poison. Suicidal? No, they're not suicidal. This is just the way it works. Because what happened is the ghouls, their assignment is to go around and attack the rearmost troops. And so after they deal with them, they engage whatever's left in between the two forces. So it's kind of like a big pincer type movement. It's slow going because ghouls aren't the fastest, but they're effective at what they do, as in killing stuff. So there's that. So go to the province. Oh, that's what just happened here. Okay, so then if we wanted to, we could recruit some regular people, not undead, but we don't want to. The enemy attacking such a huge force with so few. Oh, they weren't attacking me. I was attacking them. This happened at this particular province that we were conquering. He didn't have a choice. Dun, dun. So we have another commander who's not doing anything somewhere. Where is he? Patrol, move, move. Looking for defend. No. Patrol. I don't know who they're talking about. One commander. Archer the Black Servant is doing nothing. Where is he? Not there. The Dark Servant. See, the thing with the undead is you get these random generals out there, and you don't really know where they are. Did he die? This is our secondary capital. See him. Argator the Black Servant is doing nothing. So where is he? This is supposed to show me everybody, but I don't see him on the list. If he was a thing. Did he die? I don't know who they're talking about. I don't see him anywhere. So there's our Bane. Angrod. It's Angrod the Bane. General of the Underworld. He has a Bane Blade, which is... It does decay damage. Regular damage 33, then it does decay stuff. Bane Blade that will cause wounds to fester and flesh to shrivel. Banes are so closely connected with the netherworld that they are surrounded by ice, wind of numbing cold. Banes are corporeal undead with other bodies that can withstand much damage. He's got armor, helmet, stuff, health points, not too bad. Leadership, undead leadership, so you can lead 150 undead. Oh, what's this? Inspirational. Gives increased morale to all his troops, making them less likely to break in combat. Undead don't break. Spirit sight so we can see like undead or invisible stuff. So that's you. Where's Fanny? There's Fanny. So Fanny needs a little trinket so you can lead more undead. So now you see it on the screen right there. And undead leadership's up to 205 because of that thing. Set that. So our little Bane, Angrod. First, what do you want him to be in combat? I'm going to put him a little bit forward for now. His job is going to be attacking because Bane. Hold for one turn, though. So your commanders, you can actually give... individual orders, single round orders if you want. In this case, he's melee, so you can only really do, melee stuff. If he's a spellcaster, you'd be able to say, cast a spell, any spell basically, or cast a specific spell, and you get to go through his list of spells that he knows, and you can have him do that. And then you can do, I think, up to 5 of those, and then they go to the main order. In this case, attack, closest enemy for him. Again, melee. And he can lead up to 3 different divisions of troops. And look at all the stuff we have up here. So give him some cavalry to lead. Allied or doesn't really matter, but so 59 units there. We're not going to give him any zombies, I don't think. We're going to have him actually lead skeletons. The good skeletons, though. So, oh, these are, okay, so these are the legionnaires with the little spears. So, the spears and javelins. These are the Valites with spears and javelins. The main difference is what? Stats. They've got a tower shield. They got a helmet. So the Valites don't have the armor and helmet. They just have a shield. So the Legionnaires are better. Then up here, these are just long spears, but they've got armor, helmet, and shield, so they're pretty good too. And then these are the Principes, which are short sword, javelin stuff. So we're going to put them into their own group here. And because he's inspirational, the morale penalty for having a 4th division isn't as big. And we're just going to do this for now, mainly to keep them separated and do different stuff that way. The long spears. Yeah, put them in with you guys for now. Okay, so they're divided up into their groups. Now we decide put them where, or now we're going to decide where we're going to put them on the map at starting. So in this case, these guys are going to put them up on the left. We'll put them down on the right. And their main job is going to be attack rearmost enemies. So the general idea is they go after the leadership or the archers that are back there. By the way, if you want any of these people named after you, you can just use your acorns. Go down to the lower portion of your chat window and see the little squirrel with the numbers next to it. See how many acorns you have. Click on that. It'll bring up a list of things you can do. Just choose name generator and say, hey, I want you to name somebody after me, and we'll go through the process of naming somebody after you. Okay, so who do you want in the middle? Legionnaires? We'll put the Legionnaires in the middle, because they are arguably the toughest in this group. And then the Valites, they're not so great, because they only have the shield, spear, and javelin. So we'll put them behind these guys. That. And then these. I'm going to put them on the flank, at least until they need more units, but we'll take care of that over time. Okay, so they're attacking the rear. These guys are in the front, so their job is to hold an attack, closest enemy. And we're going to do with these. Actually, hold and fire, because they have javelins. They do have javelins. So the general idea is they just stand there, wait for them to come, wait for the enemy to come to us, and as they do, they throw javelins until they run out, and then they engage in melee. Or unless they engage, and then they engage. The enemies engage them. So, and these guys, generally same idea. We're just going to have them hold and fire at closest enemy. And they'll do the same thing. But because they're more lightly armed, hopefully they will engage a little bit later. So, and they won't start throwing their javelins, as early as these guys do. So hopefully their ammo will last a little bit longer. And then these guys down here, you have a javelin, but the spearmen don't. So basically same idea. Hold and fire, closest. But again, they're undernumbered right now, so we'll worry about that in a while. Now we could add some of these skeletons in, the long dead from Ermor. These actually aren't bad. They've got decent weapons. So I think what we're going to do, and there's different types. They have slightly different gear sometimes. Of course, they're proving me wrong here, but that just means they're all using the same type of equipment. So broadsword, good armor, good cap, and a nice shield. So we're going to put them all down here with these guys. So that'll work. Okay, so that's our newest undead army, led by Angrod. They're reanimating. Fenny is defending. Fenny should be doing something else now. Fenny just made a magic item for himself. Let's see what else you can do, though. Yeah, we can't really make any good magic items currently because reasons. Fire sword we can't do. Can do enchanted swords, though. If we have the 5 pearls. How many pearls do we have? 7. So, yeah, we'll wait. So anyway, so Fenny, get back to... Oh, reanimating. Turn the dead into undead. Oh, sorry, that's this guy. That's not Fenny. His job is to create more undead, so reanimate. So this is what he gets to choose from. Ghouls, soulless, so ghouls, zombies, skeletons. Lictors are basically just a high-end skeleton. Lictors actually might be a general, too. We don't need any more from here, I don't think. Let's do long dead warriors. And then Fenny is a spellcaster or mage. It's a ritual spell. So we have 83 death gems currently. So just skeletons. We need more skeletons, so we'll do this one. And he's defending. See, we could empower him, give him some magic. We need 50 death gems to give him 1 level of death magic, which would give him access to a number of spells. Do we really need more skeletons? Yes, we do, actually. We need a lot of skeletons. Do I want to burn 50 or death gems to make him give him 1 level of death magic, though? Where's our spell books? Can we see what spell books we have? Research, cool enchantments. So we don't have a lot of spells to choose from because we're not doing a whole lot of research. We need to really address that issue, actually. Capital's Ermor? Yes, that's the capital. So at level 1, you'd be able to do a spirit curse in combat. And the end of one course is to curse an enemy and return it is set free to wreak havoc on the living. The spirit never joins battle. It's not a big deal there. You would have enough skill to do a Black Servant, but that's not a in-combat spell anyway. Alteration. So you do Hand of Dust. Hand becomes deadly and turn anything it touches it to ashes. The spell is limited to power but ignores armor. And it negates armor. That'd be a good thing for him to have. Skeletal Body, Hand of Death. But he needs 2 there. Where are the Death Knights? We don't have any yet. Construction, that doesn't apply here. Enchantment. Enemy skeleton, animate dead. Balmatangi, whatever it's pronounced. Dust to dust, decay, frighten. So yeah, I think we're going to get him some base magic there. Because that will really increase his power, I think. So we're going to empower him. Give him death magic to 1. That'll take a turn. We're not in a rush. So that's you. You guys. Oh, and then he should actually lead all these guys around. Because look at all the skeletons and stuff we have here. Oh, Plague Tooth, you're new. Another Mound King. So these guys, we have them stay behind troops because they're not usually that tough. They can just lead large amounts of undead, though. More zombies. So again, zombies. They're undisciplined, so you can't give them any orders. Give them some ghouls. These are ghouls. So ghouls, we tell them to hold an attack. Yeah, we'll just hold an attack for now. So zombies. I'll put you over there. Put you over there. Oh, that's right. I forgot we can give them. Wait a minute, how's that working? Oh, they're not in the right spot. Okay, so all his stuff is on that side. And the ghouls delay a little bit. Zombies just go in. No worries. Okay. And we'll have the Angrod come over and pick up the extras there. 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 You guys are just patrolling. Just make sure nobody comes in this way, I guess. Same. Nothing there. Worm plague. Oh, that's right. He's building palisades. And a couple of zombies. So Gimpy and friends down here. Oh, I guess we should see how that fight went. So there's the Bane we revived. Crippled units died from long march, don't care. Gansing, don't care. There's a battling Gemmer. Are all the disciplined undead? Where are all they disciplined? Here. There's the disciplined cavalry, undead cavalry. This will go well for these guys back here. Because here they come. Oh, where'd he come from? We're not winning this fight here with their cavalry. They're not doing as well as I thought they'd do. These are wolfmen? No, they're not wolfmen. That's just the name of their tribe, I think. They got ran over. That's Gimpy, the Dark Lord, the Master Lich. I think I forgot to give him different commands. We need to give Gimpy different orders. I forgot to change his orders from being a dragon. They're humans in the fursuits? No, they're not. They're not that kind of people. Sneaky enemy was discovered patrolling the unit, and shortly after we attacked with our forces on the cracked earth. Discovered by a patrolling unit and shortly after we attacked with our forces. Okay. Province defense. A false prophet with heretics. The prophet looks like he got away. So this was a different fight. They attacked us, or we discovered them as they were sneaking around. But these are our forces there, I think. Yep. There's the heretics. There's the ghouls. Just charging in. Poor zombies. Going out for a stroll and getting picked on. Oh, we have multiple groups of ghouls, it looks like. It's a little breezy here at the moment. Breezy. Welcome back, Skybird. It's a little rainy here. It's been raining almost all morning for us. And their brave little leader running away. Okay, so I'll get there. So that was here, the cracked earth. We have 12 units of ghouls. We'll take that. Lost some zombies. Not too many. Poor heretics. Just wanted to do some hereticking. Gimpy just murdered them. I didn't murder them. They were sneaking around in my territory. Storm Isha is starting to blow across the Midlands. Storm Isha? Your storms are named? Okay, so they're patrolling. Patrolling, killed brigands. Patrolling, killed lots of brigands. Killed even more brigands. That's actually where the fight was. So, no more unrest here. Don't have to see the signs. Beware of zombies. Ghouls, yes. The bigger ones are? Okay, so that's that. You guys. More zombies or ghouls. Oh, and before I forget, we need to change. Not you guys. Where's Gimpy? There's Gimpy. So Gimpy's orders need to be changed because he's set to be. His orders are based on being a dragon, but we're having him run around as a lich. So instead of attacking the rear, he is going to cast specific spells. Hand of Dust, Hand of Death, Skeletal Body, Animate Skeleton, Animate Dead, Decay, Frighten. Animate Dead. Lifeless corpse to unholy service. The resulting soulless will fall apart without leadership. Skeleton. We'll just have them cast spells. Advance and cast spells. What's the difference? They don't move when you're just casting spells. They just choose a spell to cast and good to go. Advancing is, we'll be close to the front and cast spells. It's possible a few spells will be cast while advancing too. So that's what we want. Attack. Closest enemy. And then advance and attack. So specific spells. He doesn't need skeletal body. He already has one. The game hard to pick up.
Hey,
Looks pretty
bag
fun.
of water, it is time to take a break. Go stretch your legs.
I don't think it's hard to pick up.
Your next break is in 1 hour.
There's no real tutorial though, so keep that in mind. But there are links to instructional videos and other stuff built into the game itself, so you can just, from the game, click on stuff and it'll take you to the right places to learn what to do. But there's actually no in-game tutorial. So it'll take us a little time to learn stuff, but it's just a lot to learn. It's a lot to learn. It's not, you don't have to learn everything at once. So it's one of these games where there's a learning curve, but it's a fairly level learning curve, or at least not with a high. It doesn't have a steep learning curve. It's just, pick stuff up as you go and, build on that. Skyburn, yes, easy to pick up. Just keep your back straight and your legs bent. You'll be good. But anyway, like I said, there's a learning curve. It's just that it's not super steep, but it's just, you learn stuff and you build on top of that as you go. It's a typical, if you're familiar with 4X games, and, familiar with magic and mythology and that kind of stuff, it's fairly straightforward. The amount of information in the game, there's a lot. So that might be daunting, but it's not like you have to, learn tons of info all at once. You can, learn it slowly and, go as you, move on as you go type deal. Or that's not the right word. Just go. Like this looks fairly daunting with all the information on the screen, right? But once you learn how to move stuff around, like you understand at the top, this is your garrison in the province. You just take these troops from here and you move them into your armies. It's pretty easy to do. And then learning how to give them commands and moving, placing them on the battlefield at the start, that kind of stuff. And then, this is a fair amount of information. But again, if you're familiar with tabletop games or this type of game genre in general, this is pretty straightforward stuff. Hit points, how healthy they are, size, basically armor, magic resistance, how strong they are, their attack skill, defense skill, that stuff. It's pretty basic stuff. So it's not super complicated. It looks like it is, but in reality, it's pretty basic if you're familiar with the genre. If you're new to the genre, of course, yeah, it's going to be kind of overwhelming, but that's what the tutorials links are for. Read up on the stuff and read some of the text down here, the description of the units and things, and it'd be good. Because most of these things you can click on, and it'll tell you what they do. Not everything, but for the most part. Almost all of these they play some role in the game in some way or another, but some more important than others. And again, if you need help, just click on the stuff. And then a lot of the things in here have, got to give the devs credit here. They did a really good job with doing this. Almost everything is clickable with more information if you need it. So, anyway, I'd take a break. Get up, stretch some legs, get some water, go see what Mrs. Gimpy and the dogs are up to. I'll be back in a few minutes. Yeah, the updated UI is very nice. And we'll come back. Okay. Anyway, I'll be back in a few minutes. Thank you all very much for watching. Enjoy the dog video.